This mod adds in a whole new queen bee mini boss, but that's not the only thing it adds. It also adds this whole new structure known as the beehive, which you can find spawned naturally throughout the world, or you could use the /beehive command to spawn one right behind you. The beehive is a decently sized structure that is built with wooden planks, honey blocks, and honeycomb blocks. The beehive also comes with a small collection of chests on the inside, which can spawn either inside of the wall in between the two pieces of wooden plank walls, or on the floor all around the building with a bee's nest on top of it. The loot of these chests contain a few things such as honey bottles, honey blocks, honeycomb, as well as honeycomb blocks, as well as stingers and the stinger sword, which are new items that come with this mod. The beehive itself will also contain anywhere from 10 to 20 different bees, as well as the queen bee boss herself. Bees will now drop their stinger when they die, which you have the ability to eat, but when you eat them, you'll be given poison for 10 seconds and nausea for 15 seconds. The stinger can also be used to create poison potions on a brewing stand, and it can also be used to fix/repair your stinger sword on the anvil. Speaking of the stinger sword, this is a new sword that will spawn inside of the beehives as well, but it also has a lower chance of spawning with the possibility of not finding one in any beehive as well. The stinger sword itself has an attack speed of 2 and an attack damage of 4, meaning that it's the fastest sword in the game, but it's a damage that is less than iron on a hit per hit basis. But the perk of this sword is when you hit something with it will inflict poison and nausea onto your enemies for the same length of time that the stingers do as well, making it far more useful than the iron sword and potentially the unenchanted diamond sword itself. If you're wearing a set of bee antenna, you'll be able to shift right click when you're holding this sword in order to spawn a bee that will also kill you and all your player friends nearby. Speaking of which, the bee antenna is the final new item that is dropped by the queen bee when she is killed. This item will make all other bees nearby never get angry with the player regardless of when you punch the bee itself or just break their hives around them. When you put the antennas on yourself for the first time, it will immediately cause all bees around you to stop being angry at you. Moving on to the queen bee herself, she is actually a passive mob and she will not attack you unless you punch her first. The second thing to note about her is that if you do attack the queen bee herself, all other bees in the general area will also come out and start attacking you. Whenever she attacks you, she will inflict you with poison 2 and nausea for 10 and 15 seconds respectively. And if you choose to take her away from all the bees in the general vicinity, if she knows that there's no bees near her, she will actually summon 3 more bees to battle for her. She has 100 HP and is very resistant to damage. Whenever she dies, she drops her antennas, the item that we talked about before. Click this video on screen now to watch some more amazing Minecraft mods.